Hi, back again, and today we're going to talk about Yves Saint Laurent's L'Homme. Now, L'Homme came out in, I think, 2006, and it kind of made a splash. It was a little bit of a departure for Yves Saint Laurent, who was famed for having all of these heavy, hard-hitting kind of scents all the way back from the 70s and onwards. You're talking about things like the original Opium for women, and you're talking about things like Kouros, King Kouros. You're talking about things like Rive Gauche even, and M7. Those were big powerhouse fragrances, and if you can find them, they still are, and they're very popular. When L'Homme came out, it was very soft, it was very not in your face, it was very nuanced, and I didn't ever touch it. I didn't go for it because that really wasn't my thing and that really wasn't my style, as evidenced by the first time I actually got La Nuit de l'Homme was late last year. So I did buy a bottle of L'Homme last year also, and it was this one, this big beast right here. Now I'm going to show you something, and don't be surprised, because as you can see, this is a big 200 milliliter bottle, and a bit of it's already missing. I'd probably say that I've used up 50 mils, so a quarter of this 200 ml bottle in the space of, let's say, about 7 or 8 months. And the reason for that is not because I wear this very often, is because it has really, really poor longevity. Now, it was never known for being a beast mode performer, but it was known for having this nuance. And from what I've read, it had this nuance. You had to tease it out. It wasn't kind of hitting you in the face kind of a fragrance with its notes. It's saying, boom, here's this note, boom, here's the heart notes now. No, you had to go and find it. And it was pretty different for a fragrance to make you work in order for you to actually find its true beauty. And I have, but every time I wear this, I'm well aware that I have to pretty much drench myself to the point where my clothes are actually damp to actually get some lasting power from this fragrance. And of course, I'm not going to take this 200 ml bottle around with me everywhere I go so that I can refresh. No, I usually have like a little vial or something like that, but I never put that in here for L'Homme. And so I got curious as to, I wonder what the older version would have smelled like if it actually had more depth, if it was reformulated, and it has been reformulated. This is the 2018 bottle. No, 18? Yes, this is from 2018, this bottle. And of course it's been reformulated because this came out in 2006. Now, what I do have and what I did find was this one. Not the guy, but the actual fragrance. And this, if we take that out, I'll put that here, is an unopened bottle of L'Homme that was hanging around the grey market. So I thought I'd pick it up and check it out. It's still in its packaging. There's no evidence of, or that I can't see any embossed batch code or anything like that, but the formula numbers are different on the box. And it does have that telltale sign that it is one of the original formulation bottles from the mid to late 2000s because of the placement of the fluid ounce and the estimated 100 milliliter sign on the box, and they're inwards, and on the newer boxes they live on the edges, on the outside of the boxes. So if you see this or La Nuit de l'Homme and the actual numbering or the milliliter and the fluid ounce sort of representation on the box is inside the box like that, and the edges are blank, or the corners are blank, then you know you're getting an older formulation. So let's go ahead and open this one, and I'll probably have a look and find out. This one's opening a little bit more easily because the glue would have probably dissipated by now. Yeah, it's opening really easily. And I'm hoping that it has been stored in pretty good condition. Usually when you buy these older fragrances, it's a bit of a hit and miss whether or not they're going to smell like they're supposed to smell. But this one looks to have been kept okay, except for some marks on the box. But let's have a look. So we get rid of this guy and have a good look at the box. I wonder what these white spots are that have developed on the box. If you can make that out, probably not, but let's go ahead and open it. Something's fallen out. That's the cardboard bit. Okay, that's maybe the fragrant cardboard. Oh, this is a bit, that's a bit odd. Look at what has happened to this. Wow, interesting indeed. So this is this looks like it's, oh, okay. This is missing quite a bit, and it looks like it may have undergone some very, very warm place. Interesting. So what a surprise that is. That's the first time that's ever happened. The cap, of course, is the one with the hollow inside and the fat atomizer, but interesting. I wonder what it would actually smell like if I sprayed this. I'm not going to spray it on myself because bits of the cap are coming off like glitter. Let me just find something. Need to find something to spray this on. Okay, here we are. It's a makeshift little tester strip. It's never been sprayed, that's for sure. And it's kind of reminiscent of L'Homme, but it's definitely not this, which I will spray. I'll spray it here. And that's the risk you take, folks, when you get something that old that doesn't look like it's been well taken care of. So yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. But this smells like L'Homme mixed with paint thinner. And I don't think that's what they were intending to do when they originally released this. And I wonder what this is. The batch code is 7LAA, which means it was from somewhere in 2007. 14 years, it needed to have been stored really well to last the distance, especially the kind of fragrance it is. It's not a heavy sort of resinous fragrance, but there's no way the seller could have known that this fragrance had turned, and because it was still in its packaging. Yeah, that's delicious. That, I don't know what that is anymore. Oh well, them's the breaks. That's how it goes, but it's really interesting what's underneath here, because this is supposed to be metallic, but it's not really metallic. It's just a metallic film on top of a plastic cap. You can see through it, but it's given it some nice cool patterns, but it's not really what I was after. I was after a nice cool fragrance. And there you have it. As I dust myself off with this fake metallic sort of glitter, L'Homme versus L'Homme. I think the new one wins in this case. The old one, however, still a mystery to me. It could have been nicer. It may have been deeper, but it looks like I'm stuck with this 200 ml bottle. that I'll have to drench myself in every time I want to wear l'homme, which is a shame because it's a reflection on society about how we want things up front and in our face. And it's kind of like the joke that has subtlety and nuance, but it needs to be explained, and then it's not funny anymore. So that's what l'homme is. It's a subtle, nuanced joke. And it doesn't make sense for someone to try and explain it because it no longer becomes funny, which means that it's no longer a joke. Yeah, interesting twist that I've put on that, but there you have it. This one I might have to think about what I'm going to do with, but yeah, up until that time I still have the 200ml bottle to go back to. So anyway, that was that, and this is this. Thanks for watching.